So it is going to work out this time around. Okay. That's the message. You're different though. It's because of you. Okay. You've been thinking, you've been growing rich, right? You've been putting your requests into the universe, but you're different. And this is not like last time, right? So I'm getting this could be relationship. This could be it's definitely work and finances for sure. But it's like the person you're dealing with is not like the ones you've dealt with before, not like the ones you dealt with before. This person is genuine, sincere. This opportunity is going to last, not necessarily because of the opportunity itself. Like, opportunities have been around for like years, right? And you've seen something similar to this. As a matter of fact, let's say it's a person you feel like you've been here before, right? Right. And there might have been like a small amount of doubt, but not really. You can actually feel this now. You can feel the the change or the difference. Um, it's coming through like a miracle. Let me do I'm gonna pull this. Let me just get let me get the message all the way out before I get to any of the cards. I'm really feeling this deck right now though. When I was thinking about this reading and this message for you, you were reminding me of Dorothy, right? You know how when she wanted to go home, right? She wanted something to really change. When she was ready, that's when everything appeared, right? That's when she saw behind the curtain. That's when, you know, they were like, you could have done this the whole time, honey, right? So that's the same for you. It's like this is not a new opportunity or new thing that you're learning, right? Let's say to change your life, to change your finances. You know, you've been around the bend with relationships before. This person is not like before. This opportunity is not like before. You know why? Because you're not. Because you are fed up enough and you know that now is the time for you to, you know, go home. Mm. And it's going to be that easy for you. Just click your heels, 3 times, that type of thing. So, Dorothy, you're Dorothy. You're Dorothy. Um, yeah, now a lot of times when we change, the world changes. Our world changes. Okay? A lot of times is when we change, our world changes. Your world, I saw that one, spontaneity. Okay. So this has been a change that you've been working on for a while. I saw that green though, it jumped out. It reminds me of money. So whatever you're doing and working on in this, uh, quote new opportunity or opportunity that seemed like it came around before. It's almost like when you first started it, you wanted to say, it's I don't know. I don't know if this is actually gonna work. But it's like you got tired enough to say enough is enough. I'm going all in. You're going all in. That's what the difference is. You're going all in. You're going all in. And it's gonna happen, boom, like the success, you know. But the sort of spontaneous thing, since I saw that card, is the change in you. That's that's the spontaneity in this situation. It's you. You changed. It's like all of a sudden you got, tired of being tired. You had the power all along. And it's like you knew that. So like what were you trying to like put yourself through something? Like what you know, what were you doing? Well, you're not doing that anymore. You're not putting yourself through anything but I want to say grace, grace, grace. The universe is giving you grace. I feel a couple cards, but I'm not sure. Usually when I shuffle, I Let's do 3 affirmators. Okay. Mm, I kind of want all of them, but okay. So you're going to be giving yourself grace, but this the spontaneous situation was you. You are the change. You are the change that is bringing in this miracle. But it's like this situation felt really, it just felt like it was just going to be the same, and it's definitely not. It's This is different, honey. This is working out this time for you. This is working out this time. You got one card that's face down. We'll get to that. But these were like extra energies. So maybe these will be advice. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Inspiration. Okay, can we see that? Inspiration. You got inspired. I mean, life will do that to people sometimes. Like it did it to you. It's like Hancock. Like I know the concept of Hancock. It's been a minute since I saw the movie or whether I saw the whole thing or not, but I know the concept, right? Do you remember that? Like he was a superhero, right? But he was all over the place with his power, right? Wrecking things, right? But it's almost like when you get it together, you will be Superman, you will be Superwoman, right? You're going to use your powers to really change the world. Hmm. So inspiration. So you got fed up. You changed your mind because it's time for you. It's like you made a decision to, you want to see your power. You want to see also like the universe's power, but you want to see success now. Maybe you weren't ready for it before. It's like Dorothy. I don't know. She wasn't ready to. She wasn't really ready to go home because if she was really, really ready, she wouldn't have had to go through all the things. Even when she started out on the path, she had to go around and around and around and around and then go right. And you're tired of that, so you were inspired to just be like, you know what? Let me get up. Let me do this. Before I get into this card, just a little bit more about the inspired message, right? The intuitive message. Um, this little dog. Did you ever hear the story? Right? That was you, right? If you will. It was this dog on a nail, and the dog kept moaning, right? Moaning, and somebody was walking by and kept hearing the dog moan, right? Complain about their life. You know, this could have been you, or just people around you. I hear like complaining, and but the person asked, the owner of the dog, like, why is your dog moaning like that? And the owner's like, oh, he's sitting on a nail. It's like, why doesn't he get up? Because it just doesn't hurt him that bad, right? So you got inspired to take action, you know, in your life. You got inspired to take action in your life because you got tired of that round and around. You got tired of that subpar feeling because you're more than that. You're better than that. It's like you started to remember who you are. This is the God in you. You started to remember who you are. That's the pineal gland as well, right? You get a lot of ideas too. You get a lot of ideas. Hmm. They come to you all the time. You may be, I don't know, on stage one day too. You getting a lot of ideas. Okay. That also reminds me of the man behind the curtain with the remember how he had the bullhorn and everything like that? And so you're starting to see that the things that you thought had power over you in life don't have power over you like that. That you are the operative power. They don't have power over you like that. That situation. It's like you're like, okay, like I'm tired of the old story. Now I'm gonna get up. Now I'm gonna be the superhero in my own life. Okay. Okay. There is a voice of inspiration within you. All right. Right now, it's only a whisper. So it started off, you know, slower, lower. It's loud now though. It's loud. It's really loud. Like it just made you like change because just like you have more to do in life. This is a calling from the higher power to you as well. You know, waking you up. Boy, as you wake up, like do you wake up in the middle of the night and stuff like that? You got to answer this call so you don't, so you're not like disturbed. You know what I mean? So you have to find a way to incorporate times of like silence, meditation during your day so that you're not awakened um like during the wee hours, if you will. I mean, that might not always stop. That might not, stop all the way, but um you'll have more peace like during the day if you just set times for your like inspiration and things like that. Okay. Right now it's only a whisper. So it's like in the past, but we said like this time around it's going to work. Like before, this could be a skill you're learning or something like that. This opportunity it wasn't lending itself to change your life because you were not ready. You really weren't ready. Um, but this time it's going to be loud, meaning that you're going to receive it. Okay. You're going to receive the information like boom, like a deposit. So you might be receiving a deposit soon, but you're going to be receiving this information, this skill you're learning. It's going to be coming to you like, oh wow, wow, it's this easy. Boom, boom, boom. Like so, whatever opportunity, like I said, it might seem similar to before, but this is different. It's working this time. Something you're doing, something you did, you just changing your mind. Like it's you. You made it work this time, right? So before it was hard to reach. It was lower. It just like how you trying to figure it out. How are these people doing this? How can I, you know, reach this income threshold? How can I make this relationship successful? Why is this person acting like this? But this time is, going to it's just coming to you directly. Very clear, very clear. Okay? Very clear. Directly to you. Okay? No middleman type. Okay? No middleman. This is God speaking directly to you too. No middleman. I don't know if you have visions and stuff too, but or just like really, moments of clarity, spiritual clarity. Okay. So it says the more I listen, right? The more you listen, the louder it will get. Okay, so give yourself that time during the day, but it's getting louder. Okay. Um, what you're learning and what it's getting clearer. That's the word. It's getting clearer to you. So you got to act on this because it's happening. Okay, soon it will be a flawless speech. Okay. See, you might be on stage. Like, do you, or just doing something in a bigger way. Voiced by James Earl Jones, right? He used to be everywhere. You remember his voice? Through a megaphone with lots of applause. Come on, TED Talk. Mm. You may be bringing something, to the world that you like invented or something that you made new or like doing something in like a more unique way that people are, starting to appreciate. But whatever it is, like you're ready. You're the one that changed. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of this old, to be, I don't know, just working hand to mouth and, for this little bits. And I'm a genius, right? So you're doing it. And you're going to be appreciated for what you're doing too. Lots of applause. Whereas maybe in the past you didn't feel appreciated, so it was like a whisper. So people would see what you do. Okay, this could be like on social media, in your workplace, even in relationship. Sometimes, I'm just saying, sometimes spouses can do that as well. Kind of like not really like be supportive. Like you could have had and friends too. That's what I'm getting too. You could have had friends that's like, when you do stuff, they ain't saying much. They not saying much, but now they will, and there's some kind of renewal. So it's either you let some of the ones, go that weren't really like supporting, but You you're gonna have people in your life, one or two. That's coming, but people in your life that's gonna give you your, your kudos, your flowers. Okay. Yeah, but it's gonna work this time because you're inspired. Like you just like enough is enough. Enough is enough. I kind of want to grab this one. We go with the intuition around here. Yup. You let you okay. So you let that old story go. You let that old struggle and stuff like that. Oh, look at that backpack. Heavy, honey. Heavy. Being by yourself, you drop some weight. See, I said one or two. Maybe it was one or two, people in your life that were weighing you down. Camel. So who you used to carrying a lot too. And when we don't act on our, inspiration and stuff, that's a lot to carry. Because then that's not gonna go away. Inspiration don't go away, right? It gets louder and louder and louder. If you're supposed to do something in this world, it gets louder and louder and louder. But you're letting, yes, the old story go, but just like the way you've been behaving or treating like your own stuff, your own self, your own inspiration. Like it's like you learned that from somewhere in the past, to like treat your stuff like, oh, it's not that good. Like maybe you know, your parents, caretakers or something, didn't they weren't able to express themselves in the most loving way towards you or what you had to offer. So it's like you picked that up or something. I don't know. Or maybe they didn't get all their stuff out in the world or whatever. You pick that up from somewhere, but you're like, I'm letting this go. I'm letting this go. I'm a superhero. Okay, I'm Hancock, but I'm not going to be drunken. I'm not going to be the drunken superhero. I'm not going to be the superhero that's causing destruction to anybody else or my own life. So maybe that's something you need to also be aware of and tighten up is anything, you know, uh, uh, alcoholic, if you will. Trying to see what I can say on the, you know, these social media streets here. But so anything that has been getting you out, if it's been too much indulgement, if you will, um, with getting in the way of your natural mind, your higher spiritual mind, clear that out. Let that go. Let that go. No, 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 no inebriation over here. Okay. You got to clear your mind. You got to clear your mind. Okay. So that you could do these rituals, if you will, in the good book. Okay. Think and grow rich. So you could do these good old rituals here. Okay. Um, and this is just one book. I mean, there are other techniques, 4 hour, what is it, 4 hour work week or something like that. Tim Ferriss. That's another book. If you haven't read that or heard that, check that out. There's a lot of techniques, but it's again, they're gonna work this time because you are different, because you changed. Okay, so let's. I don't dwell on bad things that happen. That's the past. You don't dwell on like you're not doing that anymore. Like when you I don't put things out into the universe or like put your inspirations out and nobody's giving you like your claps, your applause. You're not dwelling on that anymore because the idea has power behind it. Now you have support from the universe. Just the universe like being with you, not worrying about that. So you letting go of anybody in your life that has not been supporting you. You let go of anybody in your life that's not been supporting you. I let things go because I have enough heavy things to carry around. Yeah, it's been heavy, but again, you changed your behavior. This is why this is going to work for you, and you've been going all in. This is part of you going all in too. So sometimes when you go all in on things, it's a little heavy in the beginning, but it will get lighter as well. You know, it could be like some doubt, like, dang, if I go all in on this, like this relationship, this person, whatever. Like, be smart, don't do too much. Like you gotta, you know, let's say test people, make sure that they're worth your effort, your time, and all that good stuff. But like, you could be thinking like, dang, if I let this person in or this situation in, really try this time to pay attention to this course or is it really going to work? This technique, right? Think and Grow Rich. This technique. We'll see if we can find one in here. Will it work this time? Yeah, it's going to work when you know, get up off the nail and say, I'm changing. But you've in the process of doing that already. This is confirmation for you, right? So you let those people go that weren't really supporting you, or you and don't feel guilty about that. It's okay. All right, you going in another direction. They were going in another direction. It's okay. You know, it is what it is. And you're not walking like super fast either. You don't have to. It's just steady. You know. Okay. Slow and steady. Where's the race? Where's the race? This has been around and around for you, but now it's time. As soon as you make that, that change, that inspiration, it's going to like lift you and take you farther, faster. All right. So, and also, quote, grudges aren't a great look, right? So you ain't, you're letting it go. It's no offense, right, intended or anything like that to the people who were in your life, but you got new energy. You got new energy now. Let's see a technique that is going to work this time for you. I see this, but I also see this one. I think I want to. Is this the page? I think it was. Great swarms of energy. Oh, your sixth sense. It says the sixth sense. Inspiration. Page 233. Think and Go Rich. So you're going to be listening to that sense. Okay. So that's what's going to help propel you to this new energy. Is taking more time. You got to get quiet. Don't run from your thoughts. Stop running from your thoughts. Get quiet so you can get those bursts of inspiration and then you can act on them. Great swarms of energy or entities. This is like angelic. This is helping you out. Each as intelligent as human beings think themselves to be. I didn't read the whole sentence, but I just had to jump in on what I was seeing. Okay. So let me go back just a little bit. It says, you are destined to witness the discovery of the secret of life. So this is like the secret of, like the secret, that was holding you back in your life, right? Part of that secret, what holds people back, I mean, is our own behavior, our own beliefs. And it's like spontaneously, you're not letting that hold you back anymore. You're not letting that hold you back anymore. But when you keep going on this path, you're just going to really like change your life. You are destined to witness the discovery of the secret of life, of the secret. Also, watch The Secret too. A lot of people watch that movie, but if it's been a minute, watch The Secret so it can renew your strength and in your sixth sense and your intuition. Okay. When the time comes, you will observe that life consists of great swarms of energy or angelic entities, each as intelligent as human beings think themselves to be. Okay. And those people in your life, they thought they had you hemmed up. They thought they had you summed up, but they didn't. And you're showing them by acting on your inspiration and like, turning your back in a way from the old story from them to a certain degree. It says group together. they kind of like group together a little bit. Uh, how we gonna say you're very strong, so it's not even like against you, if you will, but it's like no, if they want to group together and with that old story, you're not part of that. Okay. Um, but whatever you are learning, working on, focusing on now is just is going to work out for you because you're going to be consistent. That's what this message is. Like you are being consistent. Your consistency is making this a different situation. This is not, I don't care if it sounds the same. If you watched The Secret like years ago and you're like, oh, what's the secret gonna do? You're gonna watch it this time and something's gonna click. Okay? A flash of inspiration is gonna click that you didn't notice before, right? You're gonna act on it and do it. Like it's just that's just one example, but it's like, okay, this is a different energy right now. Okay, it's a different energy in the universe right now. So it's like whatever we putting out and doing is sticking. It's sticking. All right. These units of life group together like hives of bees and remain together until they disintegrate. Okay, so through lack of harmony. So it was a little lack of harmony going on, and you were kind of like letting that get to you, but you, like I said, you changed that now. Okay, difference of opinion, right? So there's some certain things going on, but these ideas that you get are eternal. You're always going to get these ideas. So, and you're eternal as well. But you just you want to see now, right? But it's like you have more quote hope in life, but it's like it's almost like you're testing life. You're testing the universe. Okay, if I go in all in on this, something's gotta give. It's like that now. Something's gotta give. That now. Anyway, that was Think and Grow Rich. Um, your dream was more reality than you may imagine it to have been. So again, we talked about your dreams when you wake up in inspirations with inspiration. Have more time for for your spiritual time. Okay, have more time for your spiritual time, and you're gonna see story of your life. Story of your life is about to get good, better. Story of your life is about to get a lot better, right? So where it wasn't good, it's like even the quote haters is gonna be giving you your flowers. Okay. But you're making again the story of your life better by just spontaneously changing yourself and being disciplined. So discipline is coming through as well. Something about you consistently doing it, that's going to make it work. I'm just saying, it's going to make it work. Sometimes it's not even always the opportunity. Sometimes it's just us. And that you're realizing that you're like, wait a minute now, okay, I could be a millionaire. Like I need to embody that, right? So you need to embody that. The universe is going to respond because the universe always loves, I'm gonna say, quote, a challenge. Okay, to say, oh, oh, I can do it. I'm gonna show you I can do it. But yeah, your life is story of your life is about to get real good, right? So where it wasn't good, it was snaky and all that. You're definitely getting your flowers, and these could be people, kind of turning back, but you're gonna be like at a distance anyway, and trying to give you your flowers. It might be a little too late for them, but it just is what it is. It's too little. All right, story of your life. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, right? You choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. Okay, so this is also, don't judge yourself about your past story and like how you behaved in the past. We're not gonna judge Dorothy because she was just roaming around and roaming around. She had to figure it out. Like, you had to figure it out. It's okay. You know, now you're changing it. That becomes the present. It just is what it is. Like, your parents did the best that they could. You don't even have to judge them. It's not judging them for their old story, for what they believed, or what they didn't do for you. Don't judge them. It's a locket here too. That's a remembrance of someone as well. So somebody close to you that's helping you out too, a family member. Okay, so it's ultimately a happy story. Inner beauty. You're gonna be seeing the beauty of the universe as well. Again, the beauty of life again is gonna be revived within you, just like these fresh flowers. You know, revived. You're inspired by life again. But again, this is your decision. You know, the universe, of course, like waking you up, because sometimes it's like we can make choices, but God, the universe will, if God wants us to do something, we're gonna do it. We have choice in this universe to a degree, right? So it's almost, but you are responding to that that inspiration. But you're going to be seeing the beauty of the universe, of you're going to be appreciating also, like the inspiration that you get. Like, whereas in the past maybe you took it for granted. Oh, I just always get these messages, but like, what were you doing with them? So it's now like, okay, now you're doing something with them and you're appreciating them more, because it's how the universe works. you know we are divine beings, so you're always going to get messages, information, downloads, ideas. These are also these represent the opportunities in your life, love opportunities, um prosperity opportunities that just keep coming. They're going to keep coming. The only difference is us. Is it going to stick? Well, it's sticking now. It's sticking now. It's like this time around, you are being disciplined. You are being disciplined. You are not that the universe is disciplining you, but you are applying your discipline to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And it's going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. Okay, it's ultimately a happy story. You're gonna make your life a happy story right now, right? Because the present is all that exists. So it's happy for you now. Like I said, no matter what happened in the past and all that, where every character, right, no matter how wicked, quote wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when you earn that Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue. There's the speech again too, or just some kind of recognition for your I don't know, some kind of idea, invention, something. You could be like super super brilliant, but make sure that you handle the business around it. Okay, and again, take it as it resonates. Okay, this is a reading. It's not business advice, financial advice, etc. You know what I mean. Just take it as it resonates, but make sure, like, with what you're putting out there, you are looking into how to protect your ideas. Okay, because they that good. They that good now. You're that good. Okay. All right. Player. I just like how these were they all came out together. And these two, as they're upright, they're covering that, upside down energy of this one. You got double support here. So whatever this one is, though you had doubt, and though it seems like it's taking a while to come through, these two are going to like help push it through. Okay. All right, let's see. Divine timing. Well, this is divine timing for this inspiration. Again, we had that card, spontaneity. But you just thought it was taking too long. Like you thought it would never. You thought it wouldn't. Come. You thought it would just be the same. But the universe, the creator, is telling you, no, you're on my time. That's what I say. We can make choices in the universe, but it's just a certain time in the universe. It's your time now. But you thought it was taking. You thought it wasn't going to happen. Miracle just stood out too. It's like a miracle. Hmm. Okay. This is how you felt, very small to the universe, to God, but like, no, I just had you on a time. I got you. I got you. So you thought time was getting away from you. You thought time was getting away from you. They go God and the universe like, come on, nope, I got you. No, I'm giving you those flashes of inspiration. I'm giving you those ideas. You have things to do in this world. You can't run away from this. Don't try to run away. Don't try to run away. You can't run away from this. So you need to spend your time, quiet time, 30 minutes when you get up. You could pray, but just be quiet at first and just meditate. So you can get those downloads. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing that we need to learn as human beings. It's like our story is a part of a larger story. So where you might have been judging yourself, judging your parents, judging certain things in your life, like why aren't you farther ahead than you know feel like you should be. It was just part of a larger story, God's story for the world, for the universe. You're a part of it. Don't judge yourself. Now is the time. Now is the time that it's going to be, working out for you. You didn't think it was though, but it was on divine timing. So I mean, just you had to wait for the right time, but now it is. Gladly, you release your concern over the timing. Okay, it used to stress you. Also, having time for yourself, for things that you love, maybe people that you love, that was stressing you too. But you're not going to have that much concern over that because it's what you putting your ideas out there and just making it work this time is going to free up your time. That's another thing coming through. Okay, so and you're going to let things happen when and as they will. Okay, you trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing, right? Somebody was making the schedule. We're on God's schedule. Again, this is also about, so remember this was upside down. It's like somebody was making your schedule. They're not gonna be making your schedule. You're gonna be making your own schedule. That could have been stressing you too, the schedule. And like something with your schedule, like either at work or whatever. Like who somebody messing with your schedule? Mm-mm. Yeah. You're going to have more consistency. So with you, by you being consistent, you're going to have, consistency over your time and your schedule. Okay. Schedule makers. Yeah. Something about somebody messing with that with you. But mm. Okay. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. Well, you go directly to the divine, comes directly to you. You're directly, you know attached to the divine, so it's not taking you any time to receive your messages and stuff like that. And that was the issue, that there was this middle management. Okay, so that was the issue. But you're not going to have that middle management in between you and the divine, in between you and your prosperity that your divine ideas are bringing you anymore. No middle management. You're done with that. That's the old story. You let that go. Middle management, micromanagers and stuff. Maybe they're trying to micromanage you. You're like, I can do this job better than y'all. Yeah, you just got tired of the old story. So you letting that go in your life. Okay, so where it didn't feel like it was happening or quick enough, now it's time. It's coming through. And these two are going to give it, bolster it up and give it the support. So we going power and abundance coming through. This is also love too, an abundance of love. That color is standing out. Old. This reminds me of something old. You're very powerful, and this is something again that you're revisiting. That's like nothing for you. It's easy, but you're gonna power right through it, and change your life. And again, this is not like the old story. Okay, it seemed like it's dressed like it. It looked like it. Oh, I watched The Secret already. Oh, that old book, Think and Grow Rich. No, you're gonna see something in there that is going to spark the idea, if it hasn't already, or attach to the ideas that continue to come to you, and it's going to bring you that abundance. You're going to see that you're strong, grounded, powerful. I mean, this thing is heavy. Okay, this is you, tank, you know? Holding it down, right? It's time to hold it up, right? You're very strong. You can hold a lot, you know. But it's time for peace. See the peace signs and the hearts on the tank? And there's a carefreeness with this character as well. Even though it's heavy, might be older, the old story. There's some sparks of love, whimsy, inspiration. You got flowers, peace signs, hearts over this heavy, you know, kind of, I'm just saying, like an old looking thing that, it's hard to define. No, it's so your story in the past, it wasn't showing the beauty. It didn't have the peace signs, the hearts, and all that, the flower. It was just heavy and slow, you know. And divine timing is coming in. It seemed like it took a little delay, but you know, now there's just some sparks of hope too in your story, in your life. Okay. And now you're starting to see like your power as well. But yes, again, you knew it already. It's just sometimes people play parts that they get used to playing, and when they get tired enough, they want to play a different part. I mean, that's, they want to see their power. It's almost like a game that human beings play sometimes. So I don't know, you're tired of playing that game. You want to you want to play the power game now. You want to play the prosperity and abundance game now. You are like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank. See, just holding so much. You might have seemed like it was going slow. Oh, this is from long ago. I'm revisiting this thing from this old dinosaur thing. This old, old book. Just use this as an example, right? These old techniques. But it's something you're doing now. I just saw the word obsolete. You thought it was obsolete. You thought it was over, but it's not, right? It says, but not a tank. You're not a tank that is used for war. So it's no more fighting. You're letting that go. Letting that go. Not a tank used for war. You are like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong. It doesn't need to do anything but be. Okay? Your ideas, I mean, you're brilliant. Like, what do you mean? All you got to do is just bring them out. Protect your ideas, whatever it is, whether it's trademark and stuff like that. Eventually, you don't have to do it right away, but eventually, just look into that. But keep going, and this is you're gonna see a different story, a better story. No more war, and in your life, arguing and stuff like that. It's gonna be a better situation, say a better relationship, a better, all that. You can handle it. You're a tank, but you don't have to go through that anymore. Okay. Abundance. Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations. That just stood out. Congratulations. Hmm. No. New relationship. Something. Something. Um, it's, cause for celebration right now in your life. So congratulations. This is here. You did this. You did this. It seems that you are due for it said a little, but see, you were getting a little in the past. That's crossed out now. And then it says infinitely big piece of abundance pie. It seems that you're due for an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. So you're getting a lot of abundance where before you felt like you were only getting a little bit. You was only getting a little bit of love, not much applause, all that good stuff. You're getting more now, from a little to a lot, to infinity, infinity, if you will. Just more abundance. Okay, more abundance. I mean, through your inspiration, that's how you reach infinity, because this is going to always come to you. Piece of abundance pie. Um, Pie. Don't get out of hand with the sweets either. Okay. Make sure you balance that. Okay. I wanted to come through. Feel like you don't deserve it. Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Okay. So you deserve all this. It's come straight to you. So you know what I mean? Again, but you know, got tired of the old story. And this time it's going to work. Why? Because of you. You changed something. Your seriousness, just about life. And you're already serious. This is also your like temperament. You're already you have a seriousness about you, but it's going to be a little bit, a little bit more whimsy. This also could be a person in your life too that's bringing you just a little bit more whimsy to like kind of like bring you some more joy in your life, calm you down a little bit. I'm just saying, because maybe you were too a little too serious. Okay, so this person in your life, this could even be a like a younger person, like a child, family member, or something like that. Maybe you're going to be spending more time, or that you need to spend more time with just like a younger family member to have more like an innocent um see more of the innocence of life, somebody who really cares about you, not stop worrying about these other people. They're not family members either. These people are not family members. Allow the universe to bring you that whimsy, that innocent, yeah, innocent, love and stuff like that. Maybe you need to spend more time, you know, going on little trips and just doing things maybe with your child or children, just to have more playful things happening in your life too, because you're real like serious as well. So okay, so yeah, like a peaceful dino tank. So that's that one. So abundance. So you deserve this. Okay. Uh reluctant to take it. Basically, don't be reluctant to take it. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone, right? So don't think that, don't buy into the story like that being rich is like bad. Some people buy into that story. We hear certain songs, and sometimes people become masters at pushing things away from themselves because they just believe that there was something wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with abundance. And by you becoming abundant, okay, and the miracle coming through, by you becoming abundant, that's not taking anything away from anybody else. So allow the abundance to come through. Okay. It's enough for you and enough for everybody else, right? Okay. That's why these ideas keep coming to you. Okay. Just because ideas come to you, your vein, your, lane in the universe doesn't mean that other people like that you're quote taking ideas from somebody else. Like you know what I'm saying? So these are your ideas. This is your abundance. Okay. So get your whipped cream ready. Unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. Also, we're gonna keep this um, appropriate, but you might be having some more fun times in relationship as well, like a personal relationship. So you should get ready for that as well. Oh, and this was a bonus card. That's probably why this came out with the other ones. So you definitely got abundance. Um, awesome. Look forward to that. All right. Nice. Okay. Let's go into the cosmic laws for a moment. See what the universe wants to say to ya. What the universe wants to say to ya. Hmm. Ooh, law of opposites. Hmm. It's not gonna be the same like it was. It's not gonna be the same like you thought it used to be, like it was in the past. Okay. This is going to be the success. You're going to be experiencing the opposite of what you thought, if you will, right? Of what you experienced before when you put your effort into something. Okay. All right. So let's read this. The synthesis of two opposing or conflicting ideas or pieces of data will produce a new, oh, third idea that will not be a compromise of the original two. Interesting. You might have some partners too. Somebody like maybe you won't feel so by yourself this time. And putting the ideas together, producing something new that's gonna work this time. It's something different in what you're doing. It's something different in what you're doing. Again, watch The Secret and pull out one of the techniques in there, okay? That's going to jump out at you that you maybe you didn't think was going to work for you. Maybe you think, you didn't think it was true or whatever, but it's going to work. It's going to be something different this time. So the synthesis of two opposing or conflicting ideas or pieces of data will produce a new third idea. This is newness that will not be a compromise of the original two, something you've never seen before. It's not even a compromise of the original ones. Okay, this part of your life and story is not going to look like it looked in the past. Okay, it's similar in the beginning, like, oh, I did this before. I learned this similar. I don't know. I was trying real estate before, but no, this is a different course. It's a different person. It's a different, vehicle. You know what I mean? They talk about different types of buildings. Maybe they talk about land this time. Maybe, whatever it is. This is just different. Don't think it's the same because it's not. Go all in. You're going to see the success. All right. Not going to be compromising either. See also law of synthesis, polarity, and law of duality. Okay, so you can also look those up. So, two opposing or conflicting ideas. Yeah, so in the past you thought it was going to be you thought it was what it was, but it's going to work this time. Something new is coming from this. And abundance just jumped out as well. These ideas going to bring you abundance. But you got to apply them. These ideas going to bring you abundance now. And you will be celebrating. Congratulations. Nice. All right, so we can go to the miracle mantra. The miracle mantra. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, stay a while. Let me close my eyes and fill these cards out. Sometimes I be wanting to pull early, but I'm like, let me give it a long. And check out the reading that's going to come up after this as well for continuation of this message. All right. All right, I want that one on the bottom. All right, and that one. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, yes, you did. I walk away from anything that dims my light. I mean, I walk away from that old desperate and day's love. Yeah, you already did that. So this is confirmation. Anything that dims your light, that's not giving you your flowers, you don't have time for that anymore. But you're putting in that work, in the universe. And it's going to pay off. And it's like you pressing the universe for it this time, because it's like you want it, it's there. And you're like, wait a minute, no. If this person can succeed in this, I can. I'm doing it. You're doing it. And if you got to walk away from, somebody that wasn't giving you the support, like, no hard feelings, but you got enough to carry. Like, it is what it is. The universe is always working in your favor, of course. Okay, this is why you always get the ideas and stuff like that. you thought that the timing wasn't, like it wasn't because it wasn't coming, it wasn't hitting, but it's here. So remember that the universe is always working in your favor. But again, you're deciding, like, to work with the universe now, so you can see that power. Okay. And you deserve to take up space. You deserve this. That was on another card. You deserve this. It was on abundance. Congratulations. It seems you're due for an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off, right? You deserve, and this is what you changed. You're like, no, 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 no. I deserve to be here. I deserve to be in this room. I deserve to be in this meeting. What you mean? I deserve it because I'm here. Okay. So now, you're going to see yourself taking up space in the universe where you belong. You thought you didn't deserve it. You changed that mind. You changed that mind. You changed your mind. This is why it's working now. You used to, I don't know, you used to believe that old story back in the day, like that you didn't deserve it. This was abundance. Even with the old story, abundance was there. But you know now that you deserve to take up space. Okay? No matter what anybody said in the past. Nobody can tell you you can't take up space. What you mean? You're here. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? Ultimate potential. Okay, so you're gonna see where these ideas are gonna bring you. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people. So new people in your life too that support your growth and your accomplishment. See, you're gonna have people that support you now. So you let this go. Okay? You let that go. You let them go. You let the old, one or two prominent people, whatever it is, you know what I mean? You let that go. One or two prominent things, ways you were even doing something, what you was looking for. No, you let that way of going. You got new energy, new people. You probably got, I don't know, you might have a couple partners too, in terms of like business partners. Okay, that are supporting you now, supporting your growth and accomplishment. Also, there were people around you who who didn't appreciate your like ideas that you got because they didn't get them like that. So the new people that you have around you are also like smart, brilliant, like they're going to be in similar, similar environment. So they're going to understand you more. Okay. Sometimes when people don't have the same vision, um, they don't appreciate. They might be more like a little bit more jealous or whatever. So you got to get around people. So you're starting to get around people who support you. Okay. So yeah, join, a group is coming up, it could be online or whatever, of just people in that same industry that you have, and you're going to see how much support there is for you, even just being around people doing something similar. Okay. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights, right? So you're going to reach higher heights in your career than you ever thought was possible. Okay. So again, tuning out the old and tuning into like a better environment, better people around you. Knowing that's an option, why would I ever tuned into anything else? Well, that was the past. Okay. You let that go already. So all right. One more. Did we yeah, we did. We did the cosmic and universal laws. Okay. I'm feeling that one. Ready. All right. Let me just give it a shuffle. All right. I'm not here to please everyone. I'm here to shine. Come on. Come on, somebody. Okay. Like, you're not here to please everyone. You know that now. So you changed your mind. You deserve to take up space now. You ain't here to please everybody. Like, it just is what it is. But now you know that. Wow. You ready to shine. The universe is always there for us. It's just we have to, allow it to be. We have to allow it to be. I'm my own biggest cheerleader. So you're not going to be worrying about who's giving you the applause, the flowers, and stuff like that. By you honoring, these inspirations, is you in the universe, but you will be getting um kudos. See, encourage one another and build each other up. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. You're going to be around people that's going to be encouraging you. So get into the group. It's some place that you need to just gather with like-minded, and you're going to see more encouraging people. Okay. We must obey God rather than human beings, right? So you're not going to be listening to, again, the old story of the people who, you know, didn't respect, your ideas and, all of that. You're not listening to that anymore. Makes you think about your parents too. Like, yeah, we are here to obey our parents, but if our parents are on an old story, you're obeying God more than that. You're going to be showing your parents and your, just people in authority, people who were supposed to have authority over you, how to do, how to do it, right? They're going to be learning from you. It could be parents or one particular, person in your family. Acts 5:29. So in you, again, going with this inspiration, you're going to be obeying God. And when you do that, you're going to be seeing more response from the universe. Okay. When I love myself, everything changes. hmm So you got love here too. You got sprinkles of love now. Okay. The new story coming in. All right. And love over that, old story, old way you were being stoic and kind of, you know, maybe you need to be a little bit more flexible as well. Um, but you have love there. So it's starting when you love yourself. But again, you everything changes. Everything is changing. This is a new story. This is not the same as it was before. Like, oh, this one, I did this before. This is not gonna work. I don't know. How people act in relationships. This is a different person. Why? Because you're different. When you change, everything changes. Okay. And you did something now. Mm. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. So you're gonna as you've started to love yourself, you're gonna see that reflection from others. But you even may get, you're just gonna have more positive people around you as well. And they're gonna be responding to, like, the people in your life could be responding to the love you have for yourself. But how can a person love their neighbor as themselves if they're not showing love to themselves? You know what I mean? So even a statement here is really telling the person, but you have to love yourself first. And you're already doing that. You're already starting to do that. I'm here to shine. You're already starting to do that. Okay, so on the other side. Yeah, when I love myself, everything changes. Love your neighbor as yourself. So once you start loving yourself more, again, that energy is going to be reflecting on you and the people, the newer people that's going to be in your life. You might be getting new neighbors too. Might be getting new neighbors. There's one last thing. You do not have to be perfect. Okay? Don't worry about that. This is infinite wisdom. And you don't have to do it in a perfect way. All right. We talk about, like, we're protecting things, and like, even if it's certain things you still have to learn, you don't have to do it in a perfect way. You're still protected. So just know that, and don't put judgment on, what you're here to do. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be real. You made a real change here too. This is going to be real this time. It is going to be real this time. Okay. My grace, I want to say God's grace, but my grace is sufficient. Okay, right. For you. For my power is made perfect in weakness. Mm. And you're always going to have enough too. Okay. So don't worry about you feeling like you have to be perfect. You have to do it, all in a certain way. You just got to keep going, and the universe is going to support you. Okay. Universe is always working in your favor. So don't worry about trying to be perfect. My grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness, right? Where you know, where you thought the weakness was in the past. But the main thing with you, the weakness was just not putting your all in necessarily. Not saying that you weren't putting any effort in, but it's just something, it's a newer energy that you have now where you're able to focus the way you need to focus in a way that is going to be effective. It's effective. Okay, so continue to educate yourself, continue to get yourself, keep yourself in a group. I want to say small group, but small group of like-minded individuals that support each other. Okay, don't focus on any negative naysayers or anything like that, and get ready for that abundance to come in. Congratulations. I mean, you did a great job, making this decision. So yeah, the universe is supporting you. All right, like, subscribe, tell a friend, comment. Are you ready for this abundance? You know, what idea are you working on? Not specifically, but like, are you working on this particular idea? Like, looking forward to hearing it. So congrats. All right, peace and love.